Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it. Yeah, more action than your time.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special Christmas Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Rams. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other two-thirds, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Damian Williams, the ball carrier.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Mahomes now on first down. That one complete to Hill. Tyreek Hill from last week. There are the numbers. 2 touchdowns and, don't forget, over 200 yards as well. Not bad.
It certainly seemed like every time you looked up, he was catching another touchdown pass, didn't it?
And if he wasn't doing that, it was a great catch for a long run after. Mahomes firing complete.
Mahomes pass.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And again, it's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And 6. At the Rams' 13-yard line.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
On the play. And it's third down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got it. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. They'll run it with Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They'll be led out by a man who was undrafted out of Buffalo, standing at 6'7". It's Tyree Jackson.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3 and 3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Gotta get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
12 yards.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And some room to run now. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now the pass hauled in downfield. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abuka. The blitz blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, open man is Hill. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Kansas City.
7-7, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
On first down, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Aaron Donald, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does he?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. Most of the times when you talk about offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. But once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a run with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Good for an LA Rams.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. Now Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. But how about that one? He wielded it one-handed for a touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. How about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes complete the tight end Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Travis Kelsey.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Chiefs.
Now Williams. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Darren Lee there to get him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end Kelsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Mahomes pass.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and a yard, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Safe back at the 29. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
On the return, the Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 27.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cut down the numbers.
throws. There he goes. Touchdown, Allen. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Well, the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Down at the line of scrimmage. It leads to 2nd and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Chiefs 13. Harrison.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started. Now this will make it into the end zone. Stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the 2 points. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. L.A. readies for its next possession. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now you got to find a way out of this hole.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. Mahomes 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by 1-4. Stop right around the 25. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
At the 8-yard line.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And Mahomes acting to keep this one. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
On the keeper.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short game.
And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown.
To Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson. They'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did.
and they drop it with a great job.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
4th down, here's Jackson. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll throw from the gun. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Darren Lee, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now here on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jackson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. 17 yards out. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around.
Oh, they come out, and the Rams will score. touchdown.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as a punter, with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone, tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Travis Kelce and the Chiefs set to take over again. And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up. And I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you. What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had on him?
You've got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage, someone needs to be there, so it's not what we call a free release where he just gets into the route so easily. Because once he builds up momentum and speed, forget it, you're done. Knock him off of that, chip away at his timing, and then make sure you have a second person there in the vicinity as well. Too big and too strong, usually, for one person to handle.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. There's that man again. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson now. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Isaiah McKenzie with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he's able to put it through. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Mahomes now on 1st down. Completes it to Hardman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
7-yard line.
Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Damian Williams.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Gain of 16 yards.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Damian Williams on the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A quick slant to Hill. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it, but 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Jackson. This is taken in. It's complete. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Jackson to throw. Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Yes, the football. I think the Chiefs have it. They do. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. pressure there as it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 56 seconds to go. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Retains possession.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Rams 56.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Rams, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5.